I'm originally from California, San Jose, California, and I took dance there. It was introduced to me at 15 years old. You know, I was in a high school play, and one of the choreographers saw something in me and took me to Maurice Danette Dance Studio in Campbell, California. To make a long story short, I ended up getting Marriott's Great America. It was a theme park show there. I did it for a couple of years. And Santa Clara, which is next to San Jose, has a mirror park in Gurnee, Illinois, which is next to Chicago. So it's the same kind of thing. So they brought me to Chicago, where I would be in the show at Great America, Evolution of Rock. I played Little Richard, you know, and Tutti Frutti and all that stuff. And on my day off, I would go down to Chicago and I would take dance class. And I just fell in love with Claire Bataille. And I would take her class just religiously, like going to church. I would just go, like. And she came up to me and asked me if I would like to audition for it was the Guinea Pig Scholarship Program, the very first scholarship program at Conte Dance Studio. You know, I after my theme park experience, that was in the fall when that happened. So I moved to Chicago from Gurnee. I got a little apartment. It was, I don't know, in the Gold Coast. It was $239 a month, and I have to say it was the best time of my life. I had the best teachers. I had Claire Bataille and Ginger Farley, and of course Lou Conte and Warren Conover and Greg Begley and Barita Beretta Kai. And Lou had teachers like Jackie Slate from LA come in, and so he had these teachers that would come in and give master classes. And a guy named Marcus, I think he was from Gus Giordano, but anyway, he had his generation come in and passing it on, you know. So I was extremely blessed, and we had to take this was Lou's thing. You could the scholarship was for a year, and you had to take 15 dance classes a week, and it was the best. And you saw your growth, because you were there taking ballet, you were there taking jazz, you were taking tap. You know, the way how he would direct us as young dancers, when he gave us a step, he would be like, you know, you're behind a tree, and on a count one, you peek your head from around the tree, and your arm goes, whoo. But those little teeny directions, those little teeny hopes, that's what helped that you get through and imagine what you were doing, so that made that step better and cleaner, and you got his style, you know. After that year, he was calling us all in at one at a time, Lou, the way Lou does, so funny, and he wanted to know what we all wanted from him. Like, what do you want from me? Lou, what do you want from me? What do you want? And everybody wanted to be in Hubbard Street, you know. Everybody wanted to be in Hubbard Street. Well, I didn't want to be in Hubbard Street. I'm a musical theater boy, you know, and I was there to get my technique down so I can go on audition for Cats and do a double pirouette and land and forth, and, you know, because that's what you had to do back then. And he was like, oh, okay. He was cool with that. So, because Lou was also a musical theater boy, secretly, you know, he's done a lot of Broadway. He did a lot of shows. You know, so he had me. I started to teach there. I started to teach classes there. I would teach beginning and basic, and or jazz 1 or jazz 3, and he loved the way how I did that. And so that was special. That was really nice of him to do that. You know. Claire and Ginger were still in the company. Rick Hilsebeck was in the company. Greg Begley was in the company. Julie Berman was in the company. Shauna Goddard was in the company. Carlton Wilborn was in the company. Jeffrey Meyer was in the company. You know, Craig was in the company. It was Leela was in the company. Susan Parker, Susan O'Connell was in the company. I mean, these were, you know, and these are people that I, fortunately, had a chance to dance with every day, and it was competitive. It was no one, you know, and he could tell you anything. I mean, you know, and I loved that. You know, it was tough love. it was tough love, you know, and we danced hard, and I loved it because it was a hot, steamy summer day, and you know, sweat was flying, and the L would be rolling by, and you know, people were, and you were like, okay, I can do it better than them, or they would, oh, I'm gonna do it better than them, or I can travel more than them, or I can leap higher than. It was that. I remember Ginger took all of us in, or I think she took a couple of us in and taught us something, gave us some choreography to do, and her choreography to me was the hardest to get because it's so stylized. It's fabulous. I mean, she's quirky, it's fast, but yet it's sexy. It's, you know, but it was really a difficult challenge to get her choreography. So I was so happy that she had asked me that to learn something that she wanted me to learn. I was like, oh my God, you wants me to learn something, you know? It was really special. So, you know, I was blessed to be there at a time where, you know, they were just passing wonderful things on to all of us.